Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today's video was brought to us by new Patreon supporter Apricot. Huge thanks to Apricot and the rest of my Patreon supporters. Apricot reached out asking for a deck led by Lozhan Dragon's Legacy, and I was more than happy to help. If you're enjoying my content, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate the support, and if you like the deck list, consider sharing this video as well. Lozhan Dragon's Legacy is a 5-mana 4/2 legendary dragon shaman with flying. Whenever we cast an adventure spell or a dragon spell, Lozhan Dragon's Legacy deals damage equal to that spell's mana value to any target that isn't a commander. So we'll want adventures and dragons in our deck. But we don't want to just toss in any adventure spell, we want ones that will be good to play in commander. And dragons. Gotta have dragons. Also, Apricot said that his group doesn't play any cards valued at over $20. I did put one in, but at the time of recording it was valued at $21. But before we get to our deck list, a quick word from our sponsor, Ultimate Guard. Ultimate Guard is always innovating, and recently they've unveiled their new Druidic Secrets boulders. Turn your deck box into a mystical place. These gorgeous boulders come in a variety of colors and patterns, like this lavender-colored one, celebrating the movements of the planets. Study the future so you too can be prepared with the new Druidic Secrets boulders. Pick one up from your local game store or order one from Amazon. Link down below. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. One last announcement before we get into our video. I've started streaming on Twitch. I've been playing mostly Final Fantasy XIV for the first hour or so, and then switching over and making commander decks for future videos. If you'd like to see what I'm working on, check out twitch.tv/DanonWildfire. Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Haven of the Spirit Dragon, Unclaimed Territory, Path of Ancestry, Temple of the Dragon Queen, Scalding Tarn, Misty Rainforest, Arid Mesa, Steam Vents, Training Center, Stormcarved Coast, Sulphur Falls, Thundering Falls, Volatile Fjord, Molten Tributary, Shivan Reef, Riverglide Pathway, Is It Boilerworks, Scavenger Grounds, 7 Islands, and 7 mountains make up the land base for this deck. Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Talisman of Creativity, Is It Signet, Sky Diamond, Fire Diamond, Dragon's Horde, Thrawn Dynamo, Carnelian Orb of Dragonkind, Mind Stone, Herald's Horn, Galazeth Prismari, Ganex Astral Hunter, Rapacious Dragon, and Young Red Dragon help us to ramp out and stay ahead of the curve. Pirate's Prize, Winged Words, Sarkhan's Triumph, Expressive Iteration, Kindred Discovery, Sunbird's Invocation, Vengeful Ancestor, Hoarding Dragon, Koth Fire of Resistance, Sarkhan Fireblood, Chandra Torch of Defiance, Skyline Despot, Young Blue Dragon, and Draconic Lore help us to dig through our deck and find answers. Sarkhan's Unsealing, Counterspell, Chaos Warp, Amethyst Dragon, Sapphire Dragon, Negate, An Offer You Can't Refuse, Wash Away, Abrade, Silumgar's Scorn, and Arcane Denial help us to keep our opponents in line. Earthquake, Blasphemous Act, Washout, and Aetherize help us to reset the board as needed. Imrith Desert Doom, Furcrag Cunning Instigator, Astral Dragon, Red Dragon, Lathless Dragon Queen, Niv-Mizzet Perun, Dracuseth Maw of Flames, Utvara Hellkite, Wrathful Red Dragon, Scourge of the Throne, Tyrant's Familiar, and Scourge of Valkus make up the core of our deck and how we plan on winning. Supporting our plan, we've got Harmonic Prodigy, Rite of Replication, Clout of the Dominus, Swiftfoot Boots, Gratuitous Violence, Dragon Tempest, Warstorm Surge, Mirror Image, and Spark Double. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 51 mana sources split between 34 lands and 17 pieces of ramp. 11 pieces of interaction, 4 board wipes, 1 piece of graveyard hate in Scavenger Grounds, 1 sudden I win card in Rite of Replication. Rite of Replication, when kicked, creates 5 copies of a creature. If that creature is Scourge of Valkus, that wins us the game on the spot, even if it's the only dragon on the battlefield. The original Scourge of Valkus will see all 5 of the copies, giving us 5 triggers. 5 triggers times 6 dragons is 30 damage. Each of the copies will see the other 4 plus itself, giving us a total of 25 more triggers, each for 6 damage. All told, this is 180 damage. Of course, we can always win the old-fashioned way. Just cast a bunch of dragons and beat our opponents to death. Now, if budget wasn't a concern, we could include dragons like Ancient Copper Dragon, Ancient Silver Dragon, or Terror of the Peaks. But there's a reason these dragons are more expensive. Do you have a Lozhan Dragon's Legacy deck? What's your secret deck tech? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. For only $25, you too can have a Commander video built at your request. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Danny, Muffins, Marcus, Squishy, Brett, Roxy, Sean, Pob Zombie, Mark, Borgie, Nazwin, Pedro, Tom, Cole, Midge, Detroff, Rally, Frank, Alex, Jenny, Alex, Julio, Michael, Valeri, Kahlo, Aprico, and Slowpoke. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.